Well, hey, how you doing? It's Bobby, and it's the weekly time to go ahead and post another video as we're using November and December as opportunities to give thanks to God for all that He's done for us in some conventional ways and in some not so conventional ways. And this is actually the first time that I am using my cell phone and holding it in my hand. Other times I've had it stationary, so I wouldn't do this. But this is the first time that I'm actually holding it in my hand, so it does kind of waver back and forth. That is why. But today we're going to focus on something that is a little unconventional, reasons why you would want to give thanks. But here it is, November 16th, and we are like 8 days, no, that's not correct. We're like 10 days away from Thanksgiving, traditional time to be thankful and to remember the good things that God has done. And so we haven't hit Thanksgiving yet. We finished Halloween a couple weeks ago. But last week, my beautiful bride, God love her, she already started decorating for Christmas. Yes, she is one of those ones who bypasses to some degree, not in all. She'll tell you, I don't totally bypass all of Thanksgiving, but she'll bypass Thanksgiving a little bit to get ready for Christmas. She loves Christmas. She loves to decorate. She's already done a lot of decorating, and she has a Christmas tree up in the living room. She has a Christmas tree up in the den. She has Christmas trees up in rooms throughout the house, and wreaths on the door, and nutcrackers all over the place. And she loves to decorate for Christmas. And even though I'm not necessarily in the Christmas mood until normally after Thanksgiving, and my daughter's so funny, she absolutely refuses to celebrate Christmas right now because we haven't gone through Thanksgiving. So, with that being said, we're going to talk about being thankful for quirks, the little things that people do that make them who they are. My wife, since I've known her, absolutely loves Christmas. She loves decorating for Christmas. If she could have Christmas decorations up all year, she probably would. But that's one thing that she loves to do, and I love that about her. In quirks, we're not talking about sins that people do or rebellion or selfishness. We're talking about those little things that they do. Like, for instance, my daughter, who I absolutely adore. She's 13. She's in 7th grade. She is understanding what it means to be a young lady, but she still cannot put a chip clip on a bag of chips that she opens. I don't understand it. Drives me absolutely bonkers when I go in, but she doesn't know how to do that. Those are little quirks. That's what makes her who she is. I have them. I'm sure my wife and daughter and my family, people know me, would be able to testify, hey, these are the things that Bobby does. These are his little quirks. And we all have them. And it's so easy sometimes, and I have to catch myself, because for the quirks that my wife and my daughter and the people who I love do, it's easy sometimes to be frustrated and to think, if they would only do this, or if they could only do that, or why don't they do this, or why do they have to do that? Why are they this way? That's because that's who they are. The Bible talks about something like that in Psalm 139, a great chapter. And it's a wonderful chapter to remind us that God is not distant. He is not up in the clouds somewhere. He's not hovering over us, unengaged, uninvolved. He is intimate. He is involved. He is pursuing us. And Psalm 139 talks about how we are fearfully and wonderfully made. He knows us. He made us. He made you. He knit you together in your mother's womb. He knows you intricately. And I'm so grateful for that, because He has established in us those little quirks that make us who we are. So check out Psalm 139 and be reminded of how God fearfully and wonderfully made you. And it's also sobering and humbling, because I have to be reminded, like I said earlier, I have a tendency to want to be judgmental and critical and frustrated over those simple things that make us who we are, that make my wife and daughter and sons who they are. God reminds me all the time that He is patient with me and my quirks. In Luke 6, it talks about being merciful as our Father in heaven has been merciful to us. And in 1 Corinthians 13, the love chapter, it talks about how we're not supposed to be easily angered or provoked because love does not keep a record of wrongs. So just food for thought today. As you encounter people who are close to you, and maybe you are at work or neighbors or people who you just see around, and they have their own little quirks, be thankful for those, for they make them who they are. And be thankful because other people, they work and they're patient with you and me and our quirks that we may not notice, but they sure do. And be thankful to God for who fearfully and wonderfully made us in his image, so that he also is patient with us and also puts up with our little quirks that we do. So God bless you. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. And we look forward to next week when we talk about another thing to be thankful for. Have a great night. Take care and God bless.